strength to your heart, grow deep within me.
Third Sunday in Lent, Year A, from water bearers to gospel sharers. Water is a natural, important gift, and it's very important in life. Drinking enough water is the best treatment for many ailments. Water is the most important liquid in the world. Without water, there is no life. Water is also a key concern to Christians. When we take water for granted, when we waste it, or when we spoil it, we get to suffer spiritually and even physically. When we respect and cherish it as God's gift, we not only find our rivers and reservoirs full, but we also draw with joy from the wells of salvation. The book of Genesis begins with a very wonderful image. The Spirit of God hovering over the face of the waters. Genesis chapter 1 verse 2. The last image in the Bible is also the river of life, bright as crystal, flowing from God's throne in the New Jerusalem. Revelation chapter 22 verse 17. Water flows through the pages of the scriptures and depicts its great spiritual significance. Water also occupies an important place in the readings of today. There is therefore no better theme for this Sunday than that, which is a water bearer turned into a gospel sharer. We see this epitomized in our readings of today. In fact, today's readings present three water bearers. In the first reading, Moses is presented as the water bearer to the complaining Israelites. Moses is presented as that water bearer that is supposed to become a gospel sharer. They were thirsty during their desert sojourning and asked for water. At Moses' intervention, the people had water from the rock to drink. We know quite well Moses' role, not only as a water bearer, but also as the bearer of the good news of the covenant between God and the Israelites. Moses, a water bearer, becomes a gospel sharer. Jesus comes to the well at noontime, tired from his journey, and is surely very thirsty. He expresses his thirst by asking for a drink from the woman who comes to draw water. In the discussion that follows, Jesus presents himself as the living water that quenches our thirsts. The woman who comes to the well with her water jar to bear or to fetch water puts down her jar and hurries back to the town to tell the people, "Come and see a man who has told me everything I ever did. I wonder if he is the Christ." John chapter 4, verse 28 to 29. The woman now becomes a gospel sharer. She is turned into an apostle, giving up her bodily cares for the sake of benefiting others. She becomes a missionary, bringing the Samaritans to Jesus. The encounter at the well at noontime and the thirst foretells Jesus at noontime on the cross and his cry, "I thirst." John chapter 19 verse 28. This "I thirst" calls for a missionary move from our comfort zones to become gospel bearers. When Mother Teresa heard the cry, "I thirst," she left her nunnery and moved into the streets of Calcutta. Jesus Christ thirsts for our souls. And this is why Paul tells us that we were still helpless when at his appointed moment, Christ died for sinful people. It is not easy to die, even for a good person. Though, of course, for someone really worthy, a person might be prepared to die. But what proves that God loves us is that Christ died for us when we were still sinners. Romans chapter 5, verse 5 to 8. Let us come up to God today saying, "O God, you are my God, for you I long, for you my soul is thirsting." And Christ, the living water, will be ready to give us drink to quench our thirst. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Living water, shade to rest under, strength to your heart, grow deep within me, filled by my spirit, my burdens are easy, my life it is.